What is it in the chart of Lata Mangeshkar that made her rehearse even when she was at the top of her career and even when she was 80 years of age? What is it in the chart of Hema Malini that makes her practice her dance without fail even when she's crossed 70 and when she has so many glories, so many ballets to her name? What is it that allows them to deep down into any of their sciences and be a very arduous worker in that area? What makes them do their art repeatedly so that they can become more and more skillful in their field? Be it music, be it writing, be it penmanship, be it oratorship, or be it dancing. Any skill requires hard work, but there are very few who give that hard work to their art, to their craft. And is there a planet associated with that art craft that will give them that hard work? How would we know about it? Well, there is definitely a planet that gives you an ability to be good at your arts and crafts or at whatever you do, and an ability to go deep down in research and be great at your work. Well, what is the planet that I'm talking about? I'm talking about Mercury. Any Mercury? No, a retrograde Mercury. Mercury is a planet which gives us multiplicity. And then when a planet is retrograde, the prefix of repeat, review, revise, redo, all adds up to it. So a retrograde Mercury, which is also the lord of dual signs in the chart, also gives us an ability to do repeatedly things so many times that it is like, as they say in Hindi, makhan or butter for us. It's so smooth that it comes flawlessly out of your system. Let's see the chart. Say for Lata Mangeshkar, it is said that she was very keen on the fact that one must do riyaz or rehearsal every day. And because of a very gruesome schedule, she could not do that every day, but she was always telling others, and whenever she did have the time, she would still do her practice. Apart from that, she was someone who delved deep down into Indian music, into different forms of music to be better in her craft. Her Mercury is well placed in the 5th house. Again, its own house. It's retrograde and it's with the 4th lord. 5th house is the house of learning. And with a retrograde Mercury, it gives her a relearning ability. Relearning until and unless you have perfected that craft. So arduous learning, researching, going deep down and making your craft the best that there is. And being an eternal learner, being a student is something that this Mercury brings us. Even though people look up to you, people see you as the best in your field, but that does not stop you from being a student all your life, as is in the case of Hema Malini. For her, it is well documented that she goes deep down into the literature of the dances that she creates. That is, she's an exponent of Bharatanatyam, and she's also creates a lot of ballet, lot of stories, say for Mirabai, Ma Durga, all these stories that she has connected with and created, she has gone deep down into the Purans also, so that she's technically on the story front. That Mercury of hers that gives her the learning ability. Apart from that, to make sure that the sets are very well placed, elaborate, she's also gone into the directorship and the visual effects. So it's not just one field that she has done her research in. Everything surrounding her craft has made her want to delve deep down and get things. Being an arduous researcher such that people applaud your work is something that she has. This Mercury of hers, which is retrograde for her in the 4th house of masses. It's the 3rd lord of your craft and is the 3rd lord of your hobby, is the 3rd lord of your expression, which is retrograde in the 4th house, and giving her an ability to connect to the masses with that reason, with that craft of hers. And when we look further, we see that this is in the Swati Nakshatra. The Swati Nakshatra is said to be a nakshatra that gives you energy, infallible energy, and fathoms deep. So she has gone deep down, had that energy, and still is as graceful as can be to so many people because of her rigorous practice of her dance. She takes it as one of the components of her health and well-being. So it's important. So if you find that working in a chart of somebody around you, or if you find a retrograde Mercury in the chart of a person around you, you can always suggest that if you keep practicing an art for a long period of time, you are sure to make it to the place that others cannot have imagined for you. Not even you could have imagined for yourself. Till we meet with you again, stay safe and thank you for staying for so long with us. Icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.